Hello, I'm Crux Terminatus. As you can see, I'm back at the table. Yesterday's painting video didn't go great due to many factors, even though not a ton of people watched that video. One, the camera was not pointed great, as well as the zoom quality was a little bad. Still sick. However, I've fixed that. But before I talk about how I fixed that, hopefully, this is my second time recording this intro bit. I will show you something else from the box. This is my Captain with Jump Pack. I got this 2 years ago on one of my birthdays. Took me about a month to paint up. There's not a ton to say about it, aside from with the metals on this, or at least some of them. I did a brass undercoat, then did a golden accent on top, which I thought was neat. The way I hopefully fix this, though, is right now you're looking through the lens of my camera, but this is also very poorly duct taped to my headlamp, which has a head strap on it. So in theory, you should be able to see what I'm seeing right now. The table's right here. Yes, the base. Let me adjust that a little bit. That's not working very well. Hold on. With more duct tape and determination, I believe I fixed it. I'm looking at the camera right now, like with the very tops of my eyes, so it's very blurry. I'm hoping we can pull this out. The actual camera quality seems to be fine. I can't see the middle of the screen right now because that's where the camera or the light is. It hurts my nose a lot too, but we're gonna run with it anyways, because this should hopefully be better for you all to see. We're going to start out with a bit of gold. I'm going to have to look up to see what I'm doing, then I'll look back down to show you guys. So this way, instead of missing the majority of the content, it's only slightly delayed. This idea came to me about 15 minutes ago, because I am of the very strong belief that if you have just some duct tape, you can fix about anything. Or you can solve about anything, both of those. Because I don't know who invented duct tape. I'll probably look that up sometime. But it's honestly a miracle of human engineering. I say engineering very loosely, but human accomplishment. Ugh, my nose is going to hurt so much after this. But actually, I think that's a bit more comfortable. Alright. I have looked back on analytics. We did get over 100 total views on this channel, which is really neat. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but that's just good to know, I suppose. The gaming video, I know that's the most recent upload aside from this one, didn't do great, but like it hasn't even been a day yet since it's been posted. It's just with the I'm sorry Iron Hand. I keep bringing up I'm sorry Iron Hands. That's because that is my best performing video yet. And that one hasn't even been out the longest. I feel like it's always the Warhammer release stuff that when I talk about I get the most views on. And that would be true if I didn't make the Red Corsair video. The Red Corsair video has less views than the video right after that, which I talked about the Legio Custodes reveal during that same preview, which I guess the reason that is because like more people found the Red Corsair video, then they kept watching as well as like some other people who just found it as well. So that could be why it's higher, even though it hasn't been out as long. Another thing I've been experimenting with is age restriction stuff. The first couple of videos I put were for kids only because the content in there is, like, if you're a kid, you could watch that. It abides by all the guidelines. However, I do know that YouTube has that, like, age estimation stuff where, like, if you watch stuff marked for kids content, you'll only get kids content videos, and not a ton of people do that, I don't think. Plus, if you're like 10, you probably don't have the attention span to watch a painting video. I'm sorry, but like, I kind of feel bad for you, I guess, in a way. TikTok and Reels and whatever the hell's been a detriment to most human brains that have gazed upon them. YouTube Shorts as well, now I'm thinking about it. But another thing, I'm trying to bump like these buzzwords and analytics up and all that, just because I feel like people would enjoy watching painting videos because they're less about like Games Workshop and more about Warhammer, because the releases, those are strictly for profit. That's for them to sell stuff. Painting videos, when you're just hobbying, that's when you can like actually enjoy the thing that, you know, they're peddling. Here you got that one. I believe, yeah, I'm done with gold for right now. Wash that off. So, yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna try and do... I'm sorry Iron Hands has been, like, this tiny little spark in a bottle for me, which I'm somewhat trying to recreate, because 46 people is a good bit. And I don't know if the only reason is because I was very fast to do that, which I really wasn't, because I looked over like some other bigger YouTubers' videos, and they got that release out a lot quicker than I did. Mostly because I covered both Mutilators and the New Defiler. But I don't know if it's like people like listening to my voice, or if it's the way I talk, or really anything else. I can't exactly pinpoint it. It's just this big conglomeration of factors. So, I mean, if you like painting, like the painting videos, hopefully they'll grow in quality. I can get something that won't hurt my nose and I won't have to readjust every minute or so. Like and subscribe so you can hopefully see when a new video comes out that'll hopefully be of better quality. Also, I don't know if people read descriptions or not in YouTube videos, because I write in pretty much every description, because like I'll have like an explanation, because almost all of my videos are janky. Almost all my videos have something that goes wrong with them. Like, I was trying to... I made like an 1.5 hour long Helldivers video earlier that, on the computer, with Steam recording, that got corrupted. So I don't have that video anymore, so I'm probably going to have to go back in, play even more, which I have no complaints about. I love playing Helldivers, but that was an hour and a half of content, which I probably could have already had uploaded on here, but that's fine. I'm gonna do the chest piece, a red metal. Let's see. I also do like the cheek bits on here in red metal. Another thing I've been attempting to do, in the last painting video, I got the package of the 30 by 22 canvas. I got that. I do not have an easel big enough for that. So I found a nail sticking out of my wall and I hung it on there. The only reason I have not started on that yet is because I need the proper dimension measurements, because I want it to be as accurate to the picture as possible, because this is going to be hung on his wall, I'd assume. What to do next? Give me 1 second. Alright, this is slightly better. Sorry for the cut. The phone pressing down my nose really hurt a lot. So I just grabbed the tissue, stuck it under there. That's so much better. Thank God. Let's probably do the gun next, actually. Let's take plate mail metal. Let's keep using a 3/0 brush. Just gonna base coat it all. I've been debating with myself whether or not I should do, what's it called? Like a live stream or not. Because, like, I probably won't get viewers on that. I know, like, I'm not stupid most of the time. I know that, like, when you start streaming, you're doing it to, like, a ghost crowd, nobody's there. But also, like, it would be a longer video on my channel that I wouldn't have to edit. I don't edit most of the videos, aside from, like, the little cuts. But I feel like it'd be better to a point. I don't know. I don't really know exactly what you guys want. I'd love more, like, comments and feedback on just things in general. Oh. Excuse me. Now that this is pretty much done, I'm gonna glue that to the arm. Or if I aim it down more, maybe you guys can see what I see, but no, it can't. The tape's holding it. My genius has bested me once again. While I wait on that, I guess I'll show you guys another one of my Dungeons and Dragons figures. This one, a Mind Flayer. This is my first ceramic miniature that I've ever painted. Which, unfortunately, because of that, there's supposed to be the rest of a hand here, but it broke off, and I lost it. So he's missing a hand, but that's fine enough. Bring close to the camera. You can see that better. But there's that. What else can I do? You know what? I'll probably do a bit on the skull mask, like I said I would. I'll do an orangish yellow. There's my yellow. Now we take a little bit of this. And a bit of this. Oh, the top's crusted over. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Yeah, let's just keep mixing it up with this since we're going to be doing some finer detailing. It's not necessarily detailing, but it's a smaller surface. You get some more yellow in that orange. Yeah, like that. That's the color I'm thinking I want. See that? There. Now, gonna base coat that. It's gonna look kind of sloppy. It's gonna go over the cracks with the skull mouth, but that's fine because afterwards I will go over with Nuln Oil to make those recesses shaded again. Orange and yellow are two of the worst setting colors that I've found out. I'm not exactly sure why. I've been doing this Purity Steel yellow, so since it's a little darker, I'll shade the sides of it. Make it look a little better. What else can I really talk about, you know? I mean, painting videos are kind of supposed to be quieter and all that. Still, I've got a lot of things to say, but I don't know if, like, I'm painting a Space Marine. I don't want to talk about, like, new Minecraft updates or whatever. I will try and get that Helldivers video out today, though. I'm not sure how well it's going to look. If I have to record it on my phone, like holding it up to the computer screen, I will do that. Or at least I will certainly try. Oh, wait, gang, hold up. I might be stupid. This is the wrong arm. I glued the shoulder pad onto the wrong arm. Should have read the instructions. That's fine, though. The glue's so strong it peels the paint off. That's fine, because you won't see the other side of the shoulder pad anyways. We can just go over this again. Let's go back for round 2. No way, I'm stupid. I was right. That's just... Oh. This is a mess. Da-da-da-da. But hey, I just put it right back on there, and there's a little bit of glue in there, so it should say. It's already setting on my skin. Oh, no. Oh. You're gonna need to wash those off. It won't take the glue off, but it'll make it easier to peel off. I'm not going to show you guys this, but I do have to basically skin it off. It doesn't hurt me or anything. It's just very, very tedious. If I go too fast, like if I do this too fast, then it grabs a bit of my actual skin underneath. You know, I'll deal with that later. Because that's like lukewarm water. Regular hot water should do better on that. How long have we been going? 20 some minutes. Not terrible. I've been trying to find the sweet spot with video length too. Because it's like, I don't know if people want to watch like longer videos. Because I'm sorry, Iron Hands is like 24-ish minutes, which is kind of like a sweet spot, I think. Because I think people, if it's less than half an hour, I feel like people will put time aside to watch that. If it's more than that, it's like, I don't know. I'm just still trying to figure all this out. Because, like, I understand if I wanted to, like, brand this and sell this, like, I'd understand a bit more. Because I get the analytical part mostly. It's just getting people on to understand said analytics or to have the analytics. Now, I'm debating whether or not to do base decoration on this. Most of the time when I do base decoration, it's just like, see on the jump captain, I took some parts of like the plastic sprue. I took my hobby cutters. I just cut some off. I filed some bit with this. There's others here that I covered with Armageddon dust. That's the kind of stuff I use for basing. I have some covered stone and I have uncovered stone. Not sure if I will or not. I don't know if the cameras captured this or not yet, but considering this is the third Reaver, and I'm probably going to cut out like most of the boring bits, like the regular just blue base coating for most of this, we're probably going to get through this in actual time, not very fast, but like when you're just watching video length, probably decently quickly. Over here we've got Gilliman. I also got that. I've started working on it. I'm very, very proud of the Emperor's Sword. I did all of the flame texturing with just brush. I don't own an airbrush yet. It's honestly pretty impressive for not my first time, but like my first official, like, I want that to be my centerpiece. I want that to stick out the most. But yeah. We'll get to Gilliman eventually. I promise that much. The power pack isn't done yet. Not going to glue that on. So much glue. With this one, I decided to do like a little green stripe on the middle of that part there. I'm thinking of copying that over to the other foot, but I need to actually base coat that. You know, the video's been going on decently long. I'll base coat that, I'll do some green on it, and then we'll call it there. You know? Alright, so we get this. Just dab a little bit. Don't want to drag. I do think computer videos are going to be easier in terms of like just being able to record it straight from the screen. The only issue is with the Helldivers video, I found that it cannot hear me even when I'm using in-game mic because I do not have a microphone actually like attached to the computer. I have headphones that have a microphone in them. But in-game, when I'm speaking, you cannot hear me. But you can hear other people speaking. Which is odd, but I don't know why it only works one way. Sorry, I didn't say I'd do the head, but I'm going to finish up the rest of the blue bits there just because before I put the blue away, I want to get a good bit out of it. Get some excess water off because we're not going to be using our 6-point brush anymore. I don't have these organized in any particular order. It's just, I look at it, if it's the right point, then I go with it. We will go with a, yeah, we'll just do another 3-0. I think that green still, no, that needs some new in it. I'm using a Wizard Orb green for the stripe. If anyone's curious about my color selection. Right. That should hopefully be dried by now. Because I've got decent ventilation down here, which makes things not like stay damp for as long. Gonna go over the other foot with a second coat because second coat is just good to do. It's a just in case. Spilled a little bit on the rest of the leg, but that will be okay because I'm just gonna wet the brush, dry the brush, push it away. Now you can't see a ton of it on where it's not supposed to be. I'll tidy those up, probably in between a video. Put our brushes back. that will be the end of this video. I will see you some other time, hopefully with a better point of view on this, but hopefully it was better than being on the box. So, I'm still Crux Terminatus, I'm still painting, and I will see you later.